I was adopted into a family when I was young, and that situation for me just didn't prove to be like the most healthy. So I wanted to become a ward of the government. And so when I was looking for some sort of standing for that, I went with, a lawyer from my PGO to kind of ensure that I had somebody like in my court.
For young people involved in the child intervention system, some of the most important decisions that happen in their lives occur at court. Things like where the young person is going to live, who they're going to live with, and how often they get to see the people that they love. Young people have the right to have their voices heard in these important decisions, and the legal representation program helps that happen by having a lawyer appointed to meet with the young person and present the young person's instructions to the court where the judge will make the decision.
These are people who are well trained in terms of dealing with child legal representation and are very familiar with matters of the welfare of children that are in front of the courts. They're passionate about their work, and they really care about the young people that they serve. And so they represent all of those interests of young people to the court and make it so that the court understands what that young person's real interests are.
I'm a practicing lawyer, and my role is to meet with children, to bring some certainty to what is usually a chaotic, frightening experience in their personal lives.
The proceedings are all about them. They are the subject of the proceedings. So not only are they a party to the proceedings, but they're the most important party. And certainly most young people do have an opinion about what they would like to see happen to them. Now, they may not get exactly what they want in the end because it is the judge who makes the final decision. But just like every other party in the proceedings, they have a say.
I was treated like I was an adult because at that point I was making adult decisions for my life. So he made me feel like I had like a part to play, if that makes sense. It wasn't even just him solely there like representing me. He like included me in that whole process, which was really a huge benefit to me.
A young person can expect firstly sort of an introductory phone call and meeting to find out what is important to them about where they live, who they visit, and other circumstances surrounding the proceedings. The lawyer will keep the young person informed as to what is going on with the court, what is going on with negotiations, and what direction the file may or may not be going in. Once the judge has made a final decision, the lawyer touches base with the client and explains what has happened.
Being able to like go step by step with him and like understand the whole process, like he made me feel comfortable and safe in that circumstance because I knew everything that was happening. It wasn't just like thrown into a circumstance that you've never experienced before. So here's the whole plan laid out, right? That gave me a lot of like comfort, I think. It was a very stressful time in my life. So for me to have that like support was definitely crucial for like my circumstances and like representing myself well as well.
The information that our LRCY lawyers provide to the court is something that the courts value too. It's something that they really consider, and so the importance of those lawyers and of young people accessing those lawyers just can't be overstated. It's really, really important.
The most important person on the file is the child, and it's really important as a judge for me to understand a little bit about the child, a little bit about the history, a little bit about the challenge that the child is facing now, to be able to make an informed decision. And so we're always interested as judges to listen to counsel for the children, tell us how they're doing and what they need. Each of the parties have an opportunity to talk. I hear from the director, I hear from counsel for the guardians, and I hear from counsel for the kids. And so the process allows me to get the perspective of each of the players. And if I didn't have counsel for the kids, I wouldn't have that independent voice. And so that's the important part for me.
I ended up getting granted a PGO when I went through that process, and like he just explained to me what that would look like, which gave me some security, I guess, and gave me some like relief to like have that explained, because for a while it was just a big question mark of what was going to happen, right? So especially at that age, you're a fresh teen to go through like something like that is quite scary.
I'm really proud of this program. We have a number of lawyers who represent young people throughout the province of Alberta. Each one of them is passionate about young people. They are working with our program and working with our young people because they would like to contribute to the young person's success. They would like to see the young person empowered through this program and more informed about the rights. I have a lot of confidence in the work that our lawyers do, and I truly believe in this program.
You will experience frightening and stressful times that will shake your confidence. This department, LRCY, exists for you. It is something that you can reach out to, and people will hear you, they will accept you, and they will support you through that journey.
Sometimes when there are processes that are in place where young people don't understand quite what's going on around them, and they think that their role is not important to that process, our lawyers are there to help them to understand that what these young people want is really important to the process. And making that visible is one of the most important things a young person can do.
I can only speak from my experience, but I wouldn't have been, the woman that I am today without the help of the LRCY and frankly the OCYA. So it's really great to be able to have that resource. It was a monumental moment for me in my life. Like, it was a turning point for sure, and I feel like I became the person that I am today because of that very moment, right? So it was definitely a beautiful experience.